So you could be dealing with a connection that's not easy. Or like I said, maybe what you've been manifesting has been taking a while to come in. Maybe you're getting tired with the journey. It says, stay in thy power, dear child, for thy lonely is never alone. Interesting. So perseverance. So keep going. We'll do one more shuffle. We have family, 12, and we also have mistletoe on the bottom, which I didn't notice, 22. And I actually started this reading at 2:22, so that's interesting. What dreams may come from borrowing the ivy, held light within the womb. A calling in of sorts, a spell from above, holy holly. Anyway, maybe your name is Holly. So let's have a look at what's coming in towards you in December. I'm not sure how many we'll get of these. We have turning inward. Interesting. Turning inward. And we see this person with the 3 of Wands. So you could be someone who spent, a long time doing your inner work, self-reflection. And these 3 candles make me think of the 3 of Wands and forward movement. And this image makes me think of death and rebirth. So we'll see what happens here. So let's see what is coming towards the collective in December. And we're looking at love. We have bear medicine. There's no tomorrow without the healing of the past, for in stillness you shall find yourself right where you are. And 1 is magician energy. And it says, there's no tomorrow without the healing. And I'm going to be honest about what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that you could be dealing with a situation where, in order for there to be a future in that connection, there needed to be healing. And it looks like to me that you're already, that energy on the bottom of the deck shows someone going through a transformation, shows someone doing the inner work. So you could be connected to someone who is also doing the inner work. This is also giving me the energy of the bear from that animal. This animal book that I always use, and the bear is about awakening from a spiritual slumber. So after a long winter, the bear arises from a deep slumber. At first, the movement and effort are difficult, but the bear knows it's time to awaken and move towards the dawning light. The bear card represents an individual on the cusp of new directions and personal transformation. The initial weeks and months of the spiritual. Quest may feel tricky, cumbersome, and full of obstacles, but you have no choice, bear. Winter wanes, the warmth of spring emerges, and your transformation begins. And it says, when out of balance, withdrawal. So you could be in separation. We also have 12 on the bottom, which is giving me hanged man energy. So you could have been like the person you're connected to. Maybe you had to withdraw your energy. Maybe you've been feeling a heaviness about this connection. So when I started this reading, I was very out of breath. I still am. Deep breath. When in balance, inner strength, yearning to grow. So you could be someone who's discovering your inner strength right now, but I'm going to be honest. What I was hearing is this is someone coming towards you, someone awakening from a spiritual slumber. We see the bear here. And again, I feel like this person knows that unless they heal, there can't be a future in this connection. And you could have put up that boundary. Like you could have told this person, until you work on yourself, there can't be a future here. Let's keep going. We have the star, wish fulfillment. So healing, the star does represent healing. So there's a lot about healing and wish fulfillment here. Follow the stars, for they know best. Not too light, not too dark, a shimmer of what is coming next. So that's very confirming. I just want to look at this star card, and I think we'll get one more. Inner knowing, direction, North Star. And what I found interesting is I felt called to read the bear, and it talked about awakening from a spiritual slumber and being drawn to the light, and I'm almost seeing you as the guiding light to this person. So there is someone following their inner calling here, coming towards you, and this card reminds you to trust in your inner knowing. Your soul knows. It knows what you need, and it knows what to avoid. It knows when something doesn't feel right and when you're on the right path. Believe in your ability to understand what is right, even when you're unsure of your destination. You already know what you need at this moment. Keep following your inner North Star, and you will find your way to your purpose. And this is a love reading. So take it as it resonates. So trust your intuition. And there's also something here about, we have wise men. And candle magic, interesting. To me, this looks like the end or completion of some sort of cycle, maybe some sort of lesson. The other thing I was hearing with this bear card is it does talk about how there needed to be stillness in order for a healing. So that's why and again, we had the hanged man energy. So it does feel like this is connected to another person. If it wasn't for the familiar songs that echo through my spine, I would have lost. What is lost and never found my purpose? Wise men. So music could be symbolic between you and this person that you're connected to. There's definitely There's definitely someone here in your energy. It'll be interesting to see what comes out in the Oracle card. Where is this card? Power. Really interesting. So this is about belief, and this is about, this is about following your inner knowing and following your inner light, your inner compass, trusting in your intuition. And again, this one is about belief, even if it, doesn't make logical sense. Again, there's something about music that could be very symbolic. Blue eyes could be symbolic. Oh my gosh, this card can represent like an emperor energy in your life. So you could be dealing with a divine masculine. There's something about having clarity of mind here. So it could be that someone is coming towards you with clarity and honesty and truth. And like I said, this card talks about someone in your life who is in like emperor energy, so power and authority. It doesn't have to be that they have power and authority over you. I was seeing the emperor, but it also mentions a lawyer, mentor, financial advisor, teacher. Very interesting. So I'm going to get some oracle cards to get some more information about what this. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut the deck. Oh, of course it is. We have soulmate, strong connection, and we have listen, intuition, don't talk, hear what they are really saying, and we have someone, awakening from a spiritual slumber, wanting to bring clarity to this situation. And that card comes out when there is going to be a conversation and spirit's telling you to listen with your intuition. Their words might not be matching their energy is what I'm hearing. So really trust in your intuition. Very interesting. So let's have a shuffle and see what's coming in. We have growth, self-help, personal development, and we have the bear, personal transformation and healing. There is no tomorrow without the healing. So again, very strong message that there couldn't be a future within this connection unless there was healing, perhaps on both sides. But I was kind of hearing, maybe you told this person, like, unless you heal, this won't work. But take it as it resonates. We have spying, keeping tabs, searching online. So someone watching you, someone seeing you clearly with that wise man card. Whoops, what are you? Oh, poof. We have, yes, go for it, no doubts. Did you see that? And we have celebrate, so it feels like you're going to have something to celebrate. You got the yes card. Interesting. So let's have a look. So what is coming towards you next month in December? We have universe, trust, divine timing. I'm actually going to stick that up there. We have trust and divine timing, and on the bottom, we have regret, sadness, past actions, karma. So it feels like divine timing. You had to trust in divine timing and, even trust your intuition that this person could heal. I'm thinking about those people who comment like, my person will never heal. And if that's what I'm thinking about, I don't know how to explain it correctly, but I'm thinking about the law of assumption. And if you assume this person will never change and never heal, then that is what you're manifesting in. Anyway, it seems to me that you've had to trust in the universe, trust in your intuition about this situation, and in divine timing, this person is coming back in, showing regrets for some of the past. Actions here, excuse me. So what's coming towards the viewer? So we have spying, keeping tabs, searching online. We also have travel. So you could be at a distance from this person. You could also be at an emotional distance from this person, and this is, the energy. You could be traveling to see this person next month. I just can't help thinking of that 3 of Wands. It feels like this is someone traveling towards you. Now, we do have spying coming out, and on the bottom we have triggered. So it feels like maybe this person is, maybe they're watching you online, and maybe they see something online that triggers them to want to come towards you and progress towards you. I guess for some of you, it could be confirmation. Maybe you saw something online about this person that triggered you. We also have true love, divine union, could be the one. Interesting. And again, I kept hearing there can't be a future here without. You could have been dealing with someone who, would get very triggered in this connection. Maybe they were very reactive. What is coming towards my viewer? Timing. Trust in divine timing. I shouldn't laugh. I really shouldn't laugh. But like you got both cards about divine timing. So you could be someone who's struggling with the concept of trusting in divine timing because it's coming out a few times. And again, look, we have regret coming out with timing. So it's taken time for this person to learn this lesson and come towards you. Unfortunately, healing like that takes time. Self-reflection, self-awareness, growth, that all takes time. We have intuition. So there's a lot in this reading about trusting your intuition and trusting in divine timing. Intuition, the answers are within reach. And oh my gosh, look, we have twin flame. What did I say? So you could be really struggling with your own intuition or keeping hope alive for your counterpart. Very interesting. And that celebrate card can be the 4 of Wands. So that's interesting. So there's definitely a message here about intuition and a counterpart. So let's keep going. What is coming towards you? We have longing, someone longing for you. I don't know why I said it like that. Someone longing for you, I'll say it normally. Missing you, on their mind, time apart, and there is no tomorrow without the healing of the past. For in stillness you shall find yourself. So it does feel like there's been a necessary separation between you and this person. And it feels like this person is realizing they do see a future with you. We have immature on the bottom, so you could have been dealing with someone who was quite immature. Maybe they were younger than you, or maybe they were just emotionally immature. And we have childish player playing games. So you could have felt like this person was playing games with you. You could have felt like they were a bit of a player. And again, maybe you told this person they needed to change and heal if the two of you were going to be together. Let's keep going. What's coming towards you? We have forgiveness. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. This is amazing. Okay, we have forgiveness, release negativity, good intentions. So this, remember the very first card that flipped out? Well, it wasn't the very first card, but when I was doing the cut, a card flipped off and it was the yes card. So it's definitely, this is positive. This is very positive. We have forgiveness. So it could be that this person is coming in with clarity, like this card was talking about. And we also have perspective, which comes from Hanged Man energy, fresh perspective. So this person seeing this, like this card said, from a place of clarity after a separation. And look, we have healing, difficult self-truths, acknowledgement, inner work. And I did mention that, so that's amazing. Amazing. So it does feel like you're dealing with someone who has been doing the inner work and is transforming, going through personal development, personal growth. And there you have an offer. So if it, yeah, it definitely feels like you have an offer coming towards you from an ex, from someone from your past. Confirmation. All right, here we go. We got it. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. I'm on your team. All right, so I'm going to get the Christmas or the Yuletide Tarot. That is interesting. I did a reading with this deck yesterday, and the bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands. Divine Union could be the one. So I'm just going to get you new bottom of the deck energy. We have the Magician. Oh my gosh, the Bear. That's interesting. So the Magician is someone taking action in love, you know, communicating, making that move. It's about being more proactive. So maybe this person, you know, didn't put a lot of time and energy. Time and energy into this. I almost said reading. Time and energy into this connection. I'm putting my energy into this one. Maybe that's what your person is saying. You know, I want to put my energy, invest my energy into this. We have the Empress, my friends. We have the Empress, so definitely getting divine feminine, divine masculine energy. Okay, and you know, also confirmation, the Magician, what have you been manifesting? And the Empress in love represents I'm trying to remember the words, a sensuous, a sensual, committed relationship. Interesting. Let's get into it. You could be divine feminine. We have the Ace of Gifts, an offer. So it seems like there's an offer coming in from this person after a period of personal growth and development. Page of Canes is Page of Swords. So Page of Swords, this person could be watching you. But Page of Swords, this is someone who does want to communicate something. And it feels, I was talking about personal growth when I caught that card, and I feel like this person wants to communicate the ways that they've been working on themselves. We have the Nine of Wands, and that is the energy of perseverance, which was one of the first cards we cut open to on there. And I was saying I was out of breath. I said, maybe this has been, you know, the Nine of Wands in love is a connection requiring hard work and dedication. Whoops, I got to shuffle one more time. I didn't like that. And we have the Eight of Gifts, which is, I even said, I want to invest my time and energy into this Eight of Pentacles. So let's see what's coming at you for the holidays. We have the Three of Gifts. So someone wanting to reconnect with you, someone wanting to work things out, someone wanting to get on the same page. Three of Pentacles. And we have death, and rebirth. And remember, look, the synchronicities. I know this isn't the Three of Wands, but remember that image. And I mentioned the death energy, the transformation, and then the three candles, forward movement and progression. That's magic. So it does look like you have someone wanting to get on the same page after going through personal growth and transformation. And we have the child of a new beginning, the Fool. So someone wanting a new beginning with you. Someone, there's that present, that offer. And now I'm hearing, all I want for Christmas is you. Like, I don't think that you care about getting a present from this person. I think you just want to see them healed and transformed. It did. Is that the Emperor? Or am I'm still learning my Roman numerals. So I'm second, my ego. Your person could be struggling with their ego, because the minute I saw that, my ego started acting. No, it's not. So who is that? Who? What? See, what? Is that the Hermit? It must be the Hermit. Father Christmas, the Hermit. So someone who has been, like that bear, focusing on themselves, healing, reflection, becoming more self-aware, could be dealing with a Virgo. And we've got the Moon, divine feminine energy. Anyway, let's get into it. So let's see. Let's confirm what's coming towards you. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune wanted to come out. So we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Lightning Tree, which is the Tower. So this could have, like, this may be unexpected to you, but the Tower is about a shift. It's about upheaval. It's about a foundational shift in the way you view this connection, possibly. We have the Wheel of Fortune here, which is a turning point. It's major changes. So this could be quite shocking to you. You know, this could be someone who maybe you didn't think could heal, and it feels like you're going to be quite surprised by the change in them. Again, it could happen quite suddenly or unexpected with the Tower energy. And we have the Ace of Canes, so the Ace of Swords, truth and clarity and communication. And you're going to see this person has had a breakthrough moment with the Ace of Swords. I just want to look at, I don't ever look at this. Sudden change. I wanted to look at, interesting, I was just looking at this and it talks about, this can represent a flash of inspiration that rocks your world and steers you in a new direction that is exciting and terrifying. So, you know, and I'm hearing, be careful what you wish for. Like, maybe you've been, I don't know why I'm hearing this, but it feels like maybe when this person comes in, it could take off very quickly. You could be, like, this person may want to commit to you quite quickly, and it may be shocking to you, the change in this person. I've seen people change. You know, people who I thought might never change, I've seen them change. I've seen them evolve. I've seen myself change and grow. I know it's possible. And for some of you, you may be questioning that, I'm hearing. Foundational shift in the view of love, making adjustments in love. And so let's keep going. There's the Magician. And we've got the Seven of Wands on the bottom, which is also an energy of perseverance. So we've got someone wanting to fight for this connection, coming in with communication, wanting to make something happen here. And the Magician also always makes me think of someone who's been working on themselves, because you'll see the Magician. In this one, this person has all of their elements in a little basket here. But for me, the Magician can sometimes represent someone who is working on all their elements and evolving. So again, you may see a huge change in this person. We have the Fool and we have the Hermit. So someone coming out of Hermit energy after a long journey, wanting a new beginning with you. Someone who you're going to see a huge change in, because this is someone who's been hermiting. You know, they've been isolating, they've been reflecting. The Hermit is I don't know if you can hear my kids giggling. That's a really good sign. That's like high vibrational energy. Anyway, this is someone who's been raising their vibration. This is someone who's been perhaps tapping into that inner child, maybe doing childhood, like working on their childhood wounds. More self-understanding and love with the Hermit. So, being more understanding or being more self-aware of the way they show up in connections and maybe how they didn't show up in the best way in the past here. Anyway, let's keep going. Yeah, we've got the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom. So this is someone who, we have a lot of nines coming out too. And nines are symbolic. I just cut myself off. But nines are symbolic of self-improvement. Your like self-awareness, self-reflection, inner journey to your highest self, journey to the highest version of yourself. And it does look like this person is independent and single. So I wouldn't say they're connected to another energy, because the Nine of Pentacles is it's an independent energy. It could be that this person is, with the Nine of Gifts here, this person could have watched you grow and evolve or watched you go through a glow up. Yeah. But anyway, let's keep going. So let's look at this person. So who is this person? We have the Ten of Pentacles and the Star, someone you see a solid future with if they would heal, like seriously. This person could have a family, or they could have children. Maybe at one point you had, maybe the two of you shared a family. But this is someone who you see a future with, a long-term future with, Ten of Pentacles. And again, to me, there's still that energy of if they healed. We have High Priestess here, so someone you feel a very intuitive connection with, perhaps someone that you haven't been able to release, I'm hearing. Could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Let's look at their energy. So show me this person's energy. We have Hanged Man. So a pause in love for introspection, someone who's, seeing a new side of this, has a change of perspective here, someone, you're in separation with. They could be holding back their energy from you right now. We're going to get one more. And we have the Two of Cups. This is this person's energy. So wanting to come towards you and engage in an open and honest conversation. Someone who wants to, Two of Cups, they're looking to deepen the connection between you that you already share, is what I'm hearing. So wanting to come out of separation towards you with an offer. They could ask you for a drink around Christmas. Maybe it surprises you. Let's look at how they're feeling about you. We have the 9 of good cheer, 9 of cups. So they feel like you're their wish fulfillment. They feel like, you know, when they listen to their heart says you, they're seeing you as their wish fulfillment. They feel, you know, happiness with you. And this person could have self-sabotaged this connection, is what I'm hearing. I don't know why I'm getting the energy of someone needing to choose happiness. Like this could have been someone who sabotaged this connection and chose to remain unhappy or remain single or remain in an unhappy situation. Yeah, this person sees you as their fulfillment, both spiritually and materially. They see you as their happiness. Interesting. Let's get another one for how they're feeling about you. We have the Chariot. So look at that, feeling called to come towards you, to take action, the Chariot, and we've got the 3 of Pentacles here, and Judgment. So again, it's the energy that this person is feeling like it's time to come towards you for a conversation. On this list, we have, we have Christopher. I thought it was Christoph, but anyway, Aaron, Edward, Cassie, Myrtle, Charles, Robert, Emma, Marjorie, Thomas, Barbara, and just for fun and fun. On the naughty, we've got a Charles who's been naughty, a Myrtle who's been naughty, and a Christoph who's been naughty. So maybe that's symbolic. Maybe you're dealing with someone with those names. Anyway, it does show that this person is feeling like it's time to come towards you and work things out with the 3 of Gifts and the Chariot. And again, there's the Chariot and the Magician both talk about taking more action towards a love connection. So for some of you, maybe this person didn't take enough action towards you in the past or put in enough effort is what I'm hearing. Let's see their intentions. That one flew right off the table. We have the 10 of Wands and we have Balance here, which I believe is Temperance. So this person's intentions are to put down the burdens here and find balance. It's so interesting that the 10 of Wands came out because I was so out of breath when this reading started. And that's very symbolic of wanting to put those burdens down and create balance with the Temperance card. This is also about, you know, divine timing. So take it as it resonates. I just want to look at the 10 of Wands for you. 10 of Wands, 10 of Wands. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory could be symbolic. There's something about finding emotional support from a partner here. So it feels like this is someone who, you know, intends to, I'm not sure if they're going to come in and, I'm just trying to think of the cards here. We had the Karma card and regret for past actions. So it does feel like you have someone here who wants to make things right and who wants to, you know, alleviate what they're feeling, the burden and regret that they're feeling. They want that weight off their shoulders, is what I'm hearing. And again, where's my little book? Where's my book? I want a specific book. Hang on. I've got to find it. There it is. I'm being called to this book for the 10 of Wands. So the 10 of Wands is a sign of progress. You are nearing the end of a difficult period. So this is someone who wants to, again, bring this back into balance with Temperance. And Temperance can talk about where we prioritize our energy. So for some of you, there is this message that keeps coming through about this person intends to, actually, 10 of Wands, this person may have a lot of responsibilities. They may have children. They may have multiple jobs. They may have multiple commitments. They may have a busy social life. They may have a lot of extra responsibilities. And there's something here about wanting to prioritize their connection with you here with Temperance. And to heal, you know, this person could have caused you to have some baggage, you know, from what they did to you. And it feels like this person wants to help heal that with the Temperance card. Let's look at, I want to get one more for intentions. We have the 9 of Gifts and Justice. So this person does want to, it's really interesting because the 9 of Pentacles can be someone who had a fear of giving up independence or was hyper independent. And it does feel like this person wants to make things right here. They don't want to be super independent anymore. They don't want to be on their own anymore. A song just almost came to my mind, but then it left very quickly. So I guess it wasn't meant to be. Anyway, they want to bring, you know, truth, accountability, balance, justice. Take it as it resonates. Again, you could have been dealing with someone who had a lot going on or was very independent and wasn't giving you a lot of time and energy. Let's see their actions. What actions will they take? We have the Ace of Candles. There's the action. Ace of Wands. That's inspired action. That's picking up that phone. That's making that move, jumping in their car and coming to see you, sending that present. Whatever it is, that is the movement. Ace of Wands. This person wants to put energy into this. They want to spark up something new here. Actually, didn't one of these cards talk about sparking something up? I believe it was that one. Interesting. I can't remember which card it was, but one of them talked about the spark of something happening, and there's the action, the Ace of Wands, and we have Judgment. And so this person wanting that conversation, wanting to take accountability, wanting to resurrect things here with Judgment. Ace of Gifts. I've seen 3 aces come out, so you've got one could be symbolic. Aces are about beginnings, you know. That's beautiful. Let's clarify this action. We have temperance, so this person definitely wants, I'm hearing reconciliation with the balance card there, temperance. This person wants to heal this. They want to bring this back into balance. Remember, their intentions were justice, so what do we need to know about this person? I'm going to reshuffle that because the cards were acting very funny, and I'll tell you what came out. So for what you need to know about this person, they do want to come back towards you. They do want to reconnect. 6 of Swords. The other cards that came out, or the other card that came out, was the 8 of Cups. The only reason I didn't take it is because my guides told me it got, like, stuck on my ring. It didn't feel right. But the 8 of Cups, you know, it's possible this person had to walk away from this in order to realize that this was actually their fulfillment. It could also be for some of you, I was saying that this person is coming in single energy, right? They're coming in 9 of Pentacles energy, in Hermit energy, so very independent. And with that 8 of Cups coming out, even the 6 of Swords here, it could be that this person did have to walk away from another situation or walk away from an older version of themselves. If it's not, you know, if it's not a situation, a karmic situation, it could be them needing to walk away from the older version of themselves. Anyway, 6 of Canes. This person does want to reconnect with you after a disconnect. And look, we have 2 of Gifts. So there could be something, I'm not sure if your person has kids, and maybe that's why they had a hard time balancing this connection, but there's definitely something here where, you know, perhaps your person was kind of inconsistent and didn't prioritize this connection. Could have caused a lot of fights between the 2 of you. This person definitely wants to move into calmer waters with you with the 6 of Canes. Let's look at future energy of this connection. We have the 5 of Gifts in reverse and the 10 of Cups. So interesting. I saw that in the deck earlier and it wasn't in the reverse. And the 5 of Gifts for future energy is this person coming out of the cold, coming out of isolation, like the Hermit coming towards you. It's the end of coldness, similar to this card about the bear waking from a spiritual slumber after a long, hard winter. And then we have the 10 of Cups. And, you know, I'm someone who believes this 10 of Cups, that sometimes there needs to be a lot of healing before you can get to that emotional fulfillment. And I feel like both of you have been healing. Interesting. And we have the Sun, the Yes card, the happiest card in the deck as your outcome. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And we have the Page of Gifts. So an offer of growth, a new chapter with this person. That's beautiful. So that's really nice. I wonder what I should get you now. I feel like I should get you something else. What do I want to get you? What do I want to get you? I didn't want to have to pause it. Should we get messages maybe? Let's get messages. Yeah, I'm going to get messages, and so I'm going to use this deck. Sweets could be symbolic. This person could have called you Sweets or Sweetie. Look, we have Wish Granted. I've never seen that card. Wish Granted. You're my purpose fulfilled. You're my sun, moon, stars. You're my everything. And in this reading, how they're feeling about you, they are seeing you as their wish fulfillment. And we had the sun, the moon, and the star card come out. So I think that is beautiful. I'm going to keep that card. So I'm just going to shuffle each side of this deck. We have fantasizing someone, fantasizing about a future with you. I fantasize about our future together, our home, kids, vacations. I want it all. Oh, and look, the sun is finally coming out. So let's get a few messages for you. Are you kidding me? The very first card out is a priority card. And remember, I kept saying there's this underlying energy of this person maybe didn't prioritize you. You are no longer an option. I am making you a priority. Their actions match their words. That's magical. Look, the Sweets card came out again. So again, this person could have called you Sweetie. Sweetie. Self-sabotage. Do you want to come out? No? Missing Piece by Vance Joy could be symbolic. Solitude. There's that Hermit energy. You could resonate with being a weirdo because we've got the weirdo card on the bottom. So you and this person, I'm not saying that you're weird, but you could be weird and proud of it. You know, you could be very, I just heard you could be both neurodivergent, or one of you could be, or maybe you just bring out the weirdness in each other. And I don't mean that as an insult. I mean that as a compliment. Excuse me. So we have over it. They know you are over the games and you will no longer accept less than you deserve. And remember, I kept hearing there cannot be a future here unless you heal. We have Sweets. You are like candy, cake, and chocolate. The decadence of your soul makes me melt. Style. I love the way you dress, smell, and carry yourself. It is so attractive. So this person could really like your smell, especially if you're counterparts. Some counterparts like really like the smell of each other, or they're not offended by the smells of each other. And for some reason, the example that I'm getting is like kissing first thing in the morning before brushing your teeth. I don't know why that example's coming through. You know how sometimes people are like, ew, don't touch me until you brush your teeth? Counterparts don't really care about that. Or it's almost like you don't smell the morning breath. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know why that's coming through as an example. Oh dear, we have missing piece. You're my missing puzzle piece. We were made for one another. So again, missing piece by Vance Joy could be symbolic. I actually feel called. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm grabbing the iPad. So just in case, you're not someone who will open the song and listen to it. The lyrics are important. Oh my gosh, listen to the lyrics. I've been waiting for the tides to change, for the waves to send you my way. I see you, darling, but you pixelate. It gets hard to take these days. But we'll hold the line. I won't let go, because I'll be there when you can finally make it home. And I don't mind, because we both know that we'll be fine when you can finally make it home. Because when I'm in a room with you, that missing piece is found. When you're by my side, darling, nothing can bring us down. I remember happy, wasted days, summer's golden haze in our eyes, lifting you above the breaking waves, memories floating back to my mind. There could be memories about the ocean or about water with the two of you. And the rest is just kind of the same, except for this one. I won't waste a minute when you're here and we're finally in the clear. When every day is like the last, I just keep holding fast. So good song. Whoops. Good song. Self-sabotage. Withholding love from you, I withheld love from myself. Self-doubt. We have solitude. The silence between us has given me the insight I needed to set my soul free, and I'm out of breath again. Shattered. Old habits are breaking down, and a new version of them is being revealed. I don't know why I speak like that. I just get excited. I've been programmed to focus on tangible items, what is right in front of me. So you could have had someone, who was very focused on material things, very focused on their career, on money. And we have surprise. Life is full of surprises, and I have something special planned just for you. And this could be a surprise for some of you because we had that Tower card come through, and the Tower's not always bad. I think the Tower is misunderstood sometimes. But anyway, I'm going to leave it here, my friends. I am sending you lots of love and light, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.